Benvenuti, welcome. I'm Stefano Del Prato. I'm the current president of the European Association for the Study of Diabetes, and I'm really like to welcome you at the 57th annual meeting of the association, but even more here to my place. You probably recognize where I'm from because you can see behind me what is one of the most renowned symbol of the Italian architecture, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, I'm in Pisa. And from Pisa, I would really like to welcome you all and encourage you to enjoy this virtual meeting. The EASD is welcoming you, and the EASD is asking you to join the association. Together we can do a lot of things. Together we can fight diabetes in a more effective manner. So I originally from the Lombardy region, which is a region in the north of Italy. I've been born close to a small, but I would say beautiful town, which is called Bergamo. And I moved out because of my medical studies. I went initially to Pavia, another small city in Lombardy, and then I moved to Padova, which is one of the most ancient university in the world. And I was in Padova for 25 years. In between, I spent 5 years in the United States, and I was in Texas, in San Antonio, Texas, where I was associate professor of medicine down there for 2 years. And then I have to make my mind up. So I came back. I moved from Padova down here to Pisa to become full professor of endocrinology and the chief of the local section of diabetes. And here is I try to find some relax. I reading some books. I also have some music here, so I can listen to my music and trying to read. I like reading novels, mainly Italian, but also some English writers. And that's what I'm trying to find some relax maybe after a long day. Pisa has a long history, also in terms of education and high education. A large public university where the medical school is. Pisa is very famous for the Leaning Tower, for the Piazza dei Miracoli. It's a very touristic place, it's glamorous, it's very beautiful, of course. But one place in Pisa that I love very much is this square here. This is Piazza dei Cavalieri, the Knights Square. And I like it because it's a very historical place. Here we are surrounded by a number of beautiful buildings, but what I like very much here is the Vasari Palace. The decoration is fantastic, but it's not just the decoration. Of course, it's an incredible piece of art, but it's also the combination of the culture, Scuola Normale Superiore, the university, the students here, and the arts. I'm Italian by root, and for me the coffee and stopping at a bar, having a coffee, possibly with a friend, is the best way to break the course of the day. Sometimes, you sit to this place, you just sip your coffee, make a cup of a little chat with someone, enjoy the people that are strolling around, and that's it. One good thing about coffee is that it really offers the opportunity for a moment to stop what we are doing, take a little break, and then start again, energized by the coffee. And here we are on the Arno River. This is really the core, the center of the city. But for me, this area is important, this place is important because on my back is the historical place of the University of Pisa. It's a university that I joined in the year 2000. Now I've been here for more than 20 years, and I really hope that you are enjoying this place. You can see on the other side the Madonna della Spina, which is an example of the Gothic church, and also you can see the Palazzo Blu, which is an area and a place that is now used for exhibition. So here is where I do live, here is where I work, and actually I'm working at the hospital, and I really like to invite you to join me at the hospital now. I'd really like to welcome you to the hospital where I work. Pisa is a small place with a lot of concentration of high educational activities, but also has a big hospital which is growing outside the city. I've been working in this hospital for the past 20 years. This is my office. It's where I spend hours working in connection with other people, making plans for what we need to do on the daily life, and also to try to project what we want to do tomorrow. Now, here in my group, there are a number of different interests and activities. There is a line of research dedicated to diabetic complication, particularly nephropathy. We have people that are dedicated to that. We are opening up actually a new line of research we are very much excited about because we are going to try, at least, to explore how the central nervous system, how our brain is regulating metabolism. We also have other lines of activities. We have an interest in gestational diabetes, and another thing that we are just starting up is precision medicine, in particular precision medicine with respect to prevention of diabetes. And the idea is to try to collect as many individual hints that may provide us a better guide in order to implement preventative measures that could be more effective and more successful, and to this extent also cheaper because it can be directed to the right individual. And I'm here now with Dr. Andrea Daniele. By the way, Andrea is the one that's starting this project about the study of the brain function and how the brain is controlling the metabolism and the energy metabolism. What Andrea is doing is to try to take advantage of this new technique and new technology. For instance, we have this brain cap which gives us the possibility to track the electrical activity from 256 different sites on the brain. Moreover, what you can see on the back is a system that allows to track that activity, but also to influence that activity by magnetic or electrical stimulation from outside, with a robotic and navigation that allows to really focus on the point of interest that we would like to explore. I have been part of the EASD since a long time. My first Congress of the EASD goes back to 1978. It's a way to really share the same interest with the many respected people, with the many people who have the same interest, with many people that really care to finding better solutions for people with diabetes. For me, really, it was highly rewarding, but not just in terms of the position that I'm in right now, but because of all the opportunity of sharing views, dreams, if you also like, and great opportunity to start initiatives that I believe have helped many people to maybe live a better life to some extent, but definitely to encourage research in the field of diabetes. I'd really like to thank you for being here, to be in my city, in my town, in my place, in my hospital, in my office. And I really like to thank you not just for being here to me today, but also for being with us because of the 57th Annual Congress of the EASD. For me, it has been a pleasure to have this opportunity to share with you some of the things that I strongly believe in, including the fact that we are a great community, and this community can grow even stronger in the future if we really got together.